The NFL offseason may be in a quiet phase, but there's nothing quiet about the buzz surrounding the Chicago Bears. As the 2025 season approaches, one of the league's most respected insiders, ESPN's Adam Schefter, has delivered a bold and resounding vote of confidence in what Chicago has built. And it's not just fluff. Schefter has made it clear, this Bears team isn't just better. It's potentially dangerous. So why are seasoned NFL analysts suddenly placing Chicago in the conversation with playoff-caliber teams? What has this organization done differently over the past few months to demand such respect? It starts at the top, with a bold front office vision, sharp coaching hires, and franchise-defining roster moves. At the center of the transformation is quarterback Caleb Williams, the most anticipated rookie to wear a Bears jersey in decades. But Schefter isn't just banking on the raw talent of a young QB. He's focused on what's around him. He's got the coaches, he's got the line, he's got the weapons. They're doing everything they can to make sure he fulfills his potential. These aren't empty words. The front office went all in this offseason, upgrading nearly every major offensive position, not just for flash, but for functionality and long-term success. From the offensive line overhaul to injecting elite young talent at the skill positions, every move has been surgical. This is a team that knows what it wants and has no intention of being mediocre. Let's begin with the trenches, because that's where seasons are won or lost. In 2024, Caleb Williams took more punishment than any rookie should ever face. A staggering 68 sacks told the story of an offensive line that simply wasn't ready to support a modern quarterback. But this offseason, Chicago answered back aggressively. Enter Joe Thuney, a four-time Pro Bowl left guard and arguably the crown jewel of the new line. In his 2024 season with the Chiefs, Thuney posted a 79.9 PFF grade, allowing 0 sacks across over 1,000 snaps. That's not just good. That's elite. Next to Thuney, the Bears secured Drew Dalman, a center who was ranked among the top 3 at his position in 2023 before injury cut his season short. Dalman brings not only athleticism, but leadership. The kind of intelligence a young quarterback can lean on. On the right side, Jonah Jackson arrives from Detroit, reuniting with new offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, under whom he played his best football. The chemistry is already there, and the blocking scheme familiarity is a major bonus. Rounding out the unit are returning talents like Braxton Jones at left tackle and Darnell Wright, a top 10 pick in 2023 who's quietly developed into a consistent force at right tackle. This is an offensive line that could go from being a liability to a league-wide asset. That alone gives the Bears a different identity heading into 2025. With solid protection in place, the focus naturally shifts to playmakers. And once again, Chicago didn't hold back. Let's talk receivers and tight ends. The Bears now feature a combination of experienced veterans and electrifying youth that could very well be the most complete pass-catching group the franchise has had in decades. DJ Moore, at 28, remains the cornerstone of this room. Despite inconsistent quarterback play and 3 offensive coordinators last season, he still managed nearly 1,000 yards. Reliable, explosive, and now finally with offensive stability, Moore is poised for a monster year. Rookie Rome Odunze, coming off a stellar 734-yard debut season, is another rising star. But he's not alone. The Bears added Luther Burden in the second round, one of the top YAC threats in all of college football. Expect him to be a nightmare for defenses in the slot or out wide, and don't sleep on Olamide Zaccheaus, a sneaky free agent signing who brings crisp route running and dependable hands. Now, let's move to the tight ends, where Ben Johnson shines brightest. Cole Kmet remains the starter, but he's joined by Colston Loveland, the number 10th overall pick, and a potential matchup problem for any linebacker or safety in the league. In just 10 college games last season, Loveland recorded 56 receptions for 582 yards and 5 touchdowns. And that was without top-tier quarterback play. Veteran Durham Smythe, who previously worked with Johnson in Miami, adds blocking versatility and leadership. With weapons like these, along with the NFL's most creative offensive mind in Ben Johnson calling plays, it's not a question of if Chicago can score points, but how many they'll put up each week. Let's take a quick pause. If you've made it this far, you clearly love this team. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap that bell so you stay locked in on every major Bears development this season. This could be a special year. Now, let's get back into the action. While the spotlight shines brightly on the offense, it's the defensive side that might quietly turn the Bears into a complete powerhouse. Dennis Allen, the former Saints head coach and a defensive architect, now leads a unit loaded with talent. Known for his complex schemes and adaptability, Allen has taken charge of a defense that already showed flashes of dominance in 2024. Supporting him is a deep and diverse coaching staff, including former player and rising coaching star Al Harris, veteran leader Antwaan Randel, and QB mentor J.T. Barrett. This staff isn't just big on credentials, it's built for player development. That could be the real secret weapon in Chicago's rise. An environment where young stars thrive. And there's no shortage of young talent. We've already covered Caleb Williams, but players like Darnell Wright, Rome Odunze, Colston Loveland, and Luther Burden all offer long-term upside. Add in veterans like Moore, Thuney, and Dalman, and you've got a perfect blend. When Adam Schefter says 9 wins is not the limit, he's tapping into a belief that's now spreading across the league. This team has built something real, something sustainable. Schefter also praised the hiring of Ben Johnson as head coach, calling him a quarterback whisperer and the perfect match to help Caleb Williams become everything the Bears hoped for. His success with Jared Goff in Detroit is well documented. Now, Johnson gets a younger, more athletic quarterback to mold from day one. With elite coaching, a top-tier rookie class, and one of the most improved offensive lines in the NFL, Chicago finally has the infrastructure to make a serious postseason push, and perhaps more. There's even more to be excited about, from a rejuvenated running back room to emerging defenders ready to break out. But even without those details, one thing is clear. The Chicago Bears have turned the page. The rebuild is over. The future is now. And this team isn't just aiming to compete. They're aiming to win. We're less than a month away from training camp, and there's a growing energy across the city of Chicago. And the NFL. The Bears aren't just a maybe anymore. They're coming. So if you're a believer, or even if you're just curious to see if the hype is real, you'll want to be here all season long. We'll be covering every game, every injury update, every press conference, and every highlight. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your record prediction for the 2025 season. Until next time, stay locked in. And as always, bear down.